Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Steve.
And I am Scott.
And together we are Backyard Musings, broadcasting live from Apple Valley.
The Science and Technology Channel.
That's what we are. Got a pretty interesting one today. A 100 hertz sound developed by Nagoya University researchers safely reduces motion sickness by stimulating the inner ear and improving balance. So it helps with motion sickness. A research team
So now
led
you
by...
don't have to worry about wearing that $1 million wristband thing you have.
Well, no, that's for sleep.
Oh, that doesn't take care of motion sickness.
No, that's just for sleep. So okay. you don't have to take those. What are those pills for motion sickness?
Dramamine.
You don't have to take Dramamine. A research team led by Takumi Kagawa and Masashi Kato at Nagoya University Graduate School of Medicine has found that a unique sound stimulation technology, a device that targets the inner ear with a specific sound wavelength, can reduce motion sickness. Just 1 minute of stimulation significantly decrease the dizziness and comfort experienced by people reading in a moving vehicle. The findings, published in Environmental Health and Preventive Medicine, point to a simple and effective method for treating this widespread condition. Would you like to know more?
When I was a kid, I had a terrible time with motion sickness driving in cars. Any kind of whoop-de-doos or dips or lots of curves.
My middle son too, just like you.
Brutal. Yeah. But I haven't suffered from that for a long time. So anyway, the discovery is an important expansion of recent findings about sound and its effect on the inner ear. Maybe it would also help with vertigo.
Vertigo,
right?
Tinnitus, who knows?
Increasing evidence has suggested that stimulating the part of the inner ear associated with balance using a unique sound can potentially improve balance. Using a mouse model and humans, the researchers identified a unique sound at 100 hertz as being the optimal frequency.
That's when the mice stopped vomiting.
Are you sure?
From riding around in the car in circles.
Who's driving? Quote, our study demonstrated that short-term stimulation using a unique sound called the sound spice alleviates symptoms of motion sickness, such as nausea and dizziness. That's according to Kagawa.
There's a G in there.
Kagawa. Thank you. The effective sound levels falls within the range of everyday environmental noise exposure, suggesting that the sound technology is both effective and safe. So that's you're not gonna be walking around like with a buzz in your ear like people have with their hearing aids and stuff, right? You're just not gonna be able to hear it except the person that's using the sound.
Yeah, I guess you get into a car, tap that 100 hertz tuning fork and put it right up there. I don't know how you do it.
Yeah, maybe like a little headphone or something, like a noise sound deadening headphones or something. Anyway,
noise canceling.
Yeah.
Quote: vibrations at the unique sound stimulate the otolithic organs in the inner ear, which detect linear acceleration and gravity. So our friends that do the earwax removal, they show those videos, they're probably really excited about this. Kato explained, this suggests that a unique sound stimulation can broadly activate the vestibular system, which is responsible for maintaining balance and spatial orientation. To test the effectiveness of the devices, they recruited voluntary participants who were exposed to the unique sound. Following the stimulation, motion sickness was induced by a swing. Oh, I can see that, spin them around. A driving simulator or riding in a car. The researchers used postural control, ECG readings, and motion sickness assessment questionnaire results to assess the effectiveness of the stimulation.
Exposure to the unique sound before being exposed to the driving simulator enhanced sympathetic nerve activation. The researchers found symptoms such as lightheadedness and nausea, which are often seen with motion sickness, were alleviated. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
These results suggest that activation of sympathetic nerves, which are often, is that dysregulated?
Mm-hmm.
What the heck? dysregulated in motion sickness was objectively improved by the unique sound exposure, according to Kato.
What I'd like to know is why is it spelled DYS instead of DIS?
I know. What is... I don't understand.
Is that the British spelling?
Well, it's just like disinformation. I've
Right.
never heard of that term before
DYS
until
information?
just like a few years ago, right?
Yeah.
Russian disinformation. I'm not trying to interject politics.
You got to control the narrative.
I guess.
So
but
you got
what
to
is
create
the deal?
these words.
What? Yeah, whatever. I mean, just...
Sounds like a real word, but I'm just why they spell it DYS.
Is it in Webster's? If it's
I
in
don't know. I
Webster's,
didn't
I'll
check
go
it. I
for it.
didn't
If it's
check
not, it's not.
Can we have our listeners check out dysregulated?
Check. We need a fact check.
DYS regulated.
Any words starting out with DYS, right?
We want to know.
Disinformation.
We want to know.
Yeah, we do. Maybe we'll do a segment on that.
Continuing on, quote, "The health risk of short-term exposure to our unique sound is minimal," Kagawa said. Well, that's a caveat. That could be that's a packed word right there, minimal. "Given that the stimulus level is well below workplace noise safety standards, this stimulation is expected to be safe when used properly." Oh, there's the caveat, the doctor's caveat, used properly. "The results suggest a safe and effective way to improve motion sickness, potentially offering help to millions of sufferers. The researchers plan to further develop the technology with the aim of practical application for a variety of travel situations, including air and sea travel." I suppose that would help in the sea when you're going up.
Yeah, I mean that's probably worse than driving, I would think. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I remember years ago I'd go fishing with a buddy of mine, and we'd go down on a breakwater off of Dana Point, and I could only stay out on that breakwater just a few minutes because the waves crashing on it, and
you'd swim back to shore.
No, I just walk. It was a pier, like a breakwater, you know.
So you were watching it, and it was
just sitting on the rocks, watching my line out in the water, and the water coming in, and I had to come in. Couldn't stay.
It's almost like vertigo.
Yeah, believe me, my buddy gave me a lot of grief for that. So, but
I'm happy to carry on the tradition for you, buddy.
Giving me grief?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Well, you'll have to stand in line. There's a lot of people that do that. So.
Ooh. All right, folks. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, we'll for those of you with suffering from motion sickness, it sounds like a good deal.
Yeah.
Okay, take care, everyone. Thanks.
What is that noise?